Hello, I'm Sheridan Winn, author of the Sprite Sister stories. I'm going to read today from book 4, The Ghost in the Tower. It's a few days before Halloween. There's a ghost loose at Sprite Towers, and Marina and Ariel are about to go up to the attics. Let's see what happens. The Sprite Sisters helped their grandmother to clear up. Then Flame and Ash went to do their music practice. Marina and Ariel had done their practice before supper, and after giving Archie a cuddle, they decided to go and find some dressing up clothes for their Halloween party the following week. As they walked up the wide mahogany staircase to the attics, Marina was thinking about Mum's red dress and hoping she could wear it someday. Ariel chattered away. "I'm so pleased Mum's letting us have a party," she said. "It'll be such fun to play sardines and hide all over the house." Agreed Marina, lost in the thought of being grown up enough to dress like Mum and pile up her dark curly hair on her head. "I'd wear long dangly earrings," she thought. Ariel was wittering on about toffee apples and pumpkins as they reached the 3rd floor and turned right along the attic's corridor to the dressing up room. Marina opened the door, switched on the light, and they walked in. "I want to dress up as a skeleton," said Ariel. "Well, you'll need black tights and a black jumper and a black cap that covers your whole face," said Marina. "Then you cut out pieces of luminous white paper in the shape of bones and stick them on the black. In the dark they'll glow." "So what am I looking for now?" asked Ariel. "A balaclava or a woolly black hat that you can roll down over your face and cut out some eye holes." "And what are you looking for?" "Oh, I'm not sure yet," said Marina. "Something spooky." The dressing up room was a wonderful room for a rummage, and for the next 10 minutes both girls had their heads down in the various chests. Every now and then Marina threw out a garment on the floor. They were happy and relaxed. Nothing could have prepared the girls for what happened next. Ariel had just found a black balaclava and turned to show Marina, but as she did so, she screamed loudly, "Eek!" Instantly, Marina pulled herself out of the box and spun round. Ariel's face was white and her mouth hung open like a fish. She started jabbering, pointing across the room. Marina looked to where her sister was pointing. "Hell's bells," she whispered, as the colour drained from her face. The two sisters stared across the room. Hovering in the air was a big white hat covered with big pink flowers, the sort of thing Grandma would have worn in the 1960s. Ariel felt her heart pounding, but she could not speak. Marina could not move a muscle. She felt pinned to the ground as she stared at the hovering hat. In front of her face she noticed that her breath was making clouds of mist in the air. Then she shivered. "It's so cold," she said through chattering teeth. Suddenly Ariel was shouting, "The hat! It's moving!" The white and pink hat began to float towards them. As if by instinct, Marina turned her head quickly to look behind her and noticed a dark shadow on the wall. Clearly defined on the cream plaster was the shadow of a huge swirling shape that seemed to have no form. In front of them, however, there was nothing to cast a shadow, only a hat hovering in the air, now just in front of their faces. Ariel thought she would faint, her heart was beating so hard. Marina's body felt like ice. The hat hovered closer and closer. Then, just as it was about to touch Ariel's face, it moved up and down, round and moved whoosh towards the door. The two girls watched, transfixed, as the hat floated through the open door and out of the room. Instantly, Marina found her feet and her voice. "Follow it," she shouted, running out of the door. The hat was floating at high speed along the corridor towards the small wooden door that led to the West Tower. Then Ariel was behind her. The two girls watched as the latch lifted as if moved by an invisible hand, and the door creaked open. The hat floated through the door. "Get the others!" shouted Marina. Ariel ran to the top of the stairs, leaned over and shrieked, "Flame! Ash! Grandma!" Within seconds her sisters were pounding up the stairs. "What's happened?" shouted Flame. "Blimey, you're as white as a sheet," gasped Ash. Grandma followed close behind. "What is it?" Marina pointed to the door of the West Tower. "We were in the dressing up room," she said, in a voice going so fast it was almost in knots. "Suddenly there was this pink and white hat in the air. There was nothing holding it up, but it was moving. It came right up to our faces, but neither of us could move. The air went really cold. We could see the breath in the air, and there was this shadow. I saw it on the wall, only there was nothing there to make a shadow." "I saw the shadow too," whispered Ariel, clutching her grandmother tight. "Where did the hat go?" asked Flame. Ariel pointed to the open tower door. "Up there," she whispered. Grandma drew a sharp breath. Flame moved forward to the door. "No, Flame, I'll go first," said her grandmother. "I'll be right behind you." Flame stood back as Marilyn Sprite opened the little wooden door wide. "And I'm right behind you," said Ash. One by one they climbed the rickety wooden steps. At the top, Grandma clicked the light switch, pushed open a second small wooden door and stepped up into the tower room. Grandma walked forward and stood silent in the middle of the wooden floor. "It's empty!" cried Flame, spinning around. "Where's the hat gone?" shouted Ash. Marina and Ariel came through the door at the top of the rickety staircase. "Are you sure it was this tower?" asked Flame. Marina and Ariel nodded, speechless. "A pink and white hat, you say?" said Grandma. "Yes," replied Marina quietly. "That was my hat," said Grandma, looking round the room. "It's been in the dressing-up box for years. Goodness knows where it's been spirited away to now, though. It's clearly not here." "But we saw it! We both saw it!" cried Ariel. Grandma put her hand on Ariel's shoulder. "I believe you, love." They stood quite still. Ariel and Marina looked shaky and pale. Flame put her arm around Marina. Ash moved a few paces away and gazed around the room. In her right jeans pocket she pulled out the magic stone that she always carried with her and laid it on her hand. Sometimes the stone emitted a squeak to alert her. At others a bright blue light shone from it. Ash watched the stone. "Look," she said softly. Her sisters and Grandma gathered around her, staring at the stone on her outstretched palm. "It's changing colour," said Ash. Flame peered at the stone. "How strange! I can see a swirling black shape in it." "So can I," said Ash. The others nodded. Then each looked around the room. "There's nothing here," said Flame. Then Grandma broke in. "Come on, let's go down. There's nothing we can do, and Archie will be wondering where we've all gone." They moved towards the tower door. Grandma led the way down. Ash was last to leave. As she was about to climb onto the top stair, the magic stone, still in her hand, emitted a piercing beep. "Wait!" said Ash. Everyone stopped and looked at the magic stone, which glowed blue on Ash's hand. "We've missed something," she said, and turned to walk back into the tower room. At the side of the east wall, she bent down and picked something up from the floor. Then she walked back to the stairs. "What is it, love?" called Grandma from the bottom step. Ash looked down the steps and held out her hand. "It's your missing pen and Dad's missing cufflinks."